Hello everyone, I'm Steven, the year head for upper secondary from Anderson Secondary School. I've been managing the Nifty program for 2 years now, and during this Nifty journey, I've seen how our students have learned to seize market opportunities and business opportunities and also conduct research. They also had to prepare a business pitch to present in front of a panel of judges for their final presentation. So during this Nifty journey, I've really seen our students grow in terms of their communication, confidence, and resilience. And they also acquire very relevant skill sets like problem solving, collaboration, and self-directed learning. These are very useful learning that will serve them very well when they enter the workforce in the near future.
Hi, I'm Mr. Amar from Edgefield Secondary School, and I'm a Nifty teacher here. I've been teaching Nifty since 2018. We initially thought that we would struggle a lot with the digitalization of such work session. However, we have noticed that the impact is still sustained in the sense that the students do get to ask questions. In fact, now with Zoom and its capabilities, the students are more forthcoming in asking questions. We really value the involvement of corporate volunteers, and it's something that is only achieved in Nifty sessions whereby all 36 students are exposed and given an opportunity, a chance to interact with facilities, with corporate volunteers, and this is something that is very, very unique to the Nifty experience of students. There's a few students who started off with typing, but over the sessions, they actually started sharing more, they started becoming more forthcoming, they started getting out of their shell. Like with Nifty, they've grown more self-aware, they're more conscious about their train of thoughts, about their thought process, and also about their viewpoints towards challenges in life. Nifty promotes creativity and teaches them to be more positive and look at challenges in a more forthcoming manner. Instead of seeing challenges as something that brings them down, rather see it as an opportunity for ideas to grow.
Hi, I'm Kwek. I'm a Nifty teacher at Greendale Secondary School. I've done this about 5 years now, and I think it provides a lot of opportunities for students to expose themselves to the people from the business sector, like the corporate volunteers. I think mainly in confidence, in their presentation skills, the more they practice and reflected on their performance, in the way they performed in their presentation. I guess practice makes perfect for them. Well, the quiet ones, surprisingly, once they got into the presentation and they got enough practice, they became rather good at it. But the highlight must be when they received their new clothes. I didn't expect them to be so, excited by these new clothes. And when I saw that, it was quite a nice thing to see.
Hi, my name is Sharil. I'm the year head from Evergreen Secondary School, and I run the Nifty program for Halogen here. Year after year, what I'm really amazed at how this program actually helped my students is how it actually brought up the confidence in them. I think that's the most important thing, because I think coming from their own special backgrounds, they've been in a place where sometimes they're being put down or not even confident enough to step up out of their shell to share what they have or what their interests are. But I think through Nifty, they're able to do that. I really appreciate what Nifty has done for them. I've seen students who have not been able to pick up in class. Students' interaction has improved. They point out their mistakes, maybe some of the things that they can improve. And I think that's very healthy. The perception of certain classmates has also changed through this program, especially through the business presentation. I think the rest of the class are able to see and understand their classmates better and see them for what they have brought to the table. I see some that are quite genuinely surprised at what their classmates were able to think of.
To all Nifty students out there,
I would like to congratulate you for coming so far in this very fulfilling journey, and we are all very proud of your achievements.
The future is yours, and the best years are ahead of you.
always look forward, think outside of the box, and think creatively.
We're always here for you. If you need help, just ask for it, okay?
Congratulations, and wish you all the very best in your future endeavors.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Nifty Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021. This event is the culmination of a one-year journey for the students of the Network for Teaching Entrepreneurship program, NFTE or Nifty for short. Nifty is a rigorous 60-hour entrepreneurship program that Halogen runs for students from selected demographics and streams at the secondary 3 level. Come, let me tell you more. The Nifty program is a year-long program that teaches these students the elementary business concepts to start a small business. Some of the topics include opportunity recognition. It helps these students identify potential business ideas and opportunities, and market research to help these students develop a marketing plan. They also learn about the basics of business finance, such as expenses, pricing, and profit. "2020 has been a challenging year for all of us. And just when we thought we had the coronavirus situation under control, new variants in 2021 have brought new disruptions to all of our lives. There are now new regimes for testing at work and in school, and if anybody amongst us tests positive for COVID, there are more safe measures and social distancing measures in place. All of us have to put up with the inconveniences that it brings. After all, this is one kind of positivity that we don't want to see spreading around. However, if there's anything that we have learned from 2020, it is that we as human beings are all adaptable. Over the course of the year, we have seen our teachers, our facilitators, our volunteers, and even our students use various modes of virtual engagement, especially during the P2HA HBL period in May. Beyond just adapting to changes, one of the key outcomes of the Nifty program is to develop an entrepreneurial mindset in our students. We want them to be able to recognize opportunities in the midst of challenges and changes, to push themselves to think of creative and innovative solutions to these problems. We want our students to be comfortable with taking risks, to make decisions with confidence. We want them to have the resilience to be able to bounce back from the setbacks and be quick to adapt so that they can get a good grasp of the dynamic challenges and eventually to overcome them. Learning unfamiliar business concepts while coping with the changes and disruptions of 2021 has not been an easy journey for our 553 Nifty students. Most of them are only 15 years of age. Now, as they grapple with these business concepts and try to apply them to their own business ideas, some of them would have made mistakes, encountered roadblocks, encountered setbacks, and they have to constantly work on reiterating their ideas to make them more feasible. There were moments of frustration, there were moments of anxiety, and for some, even moments of despair. However, with the constant and gentle encouragement of the teachers, the volunteers, and the facilitators, the students pressed on. After all, Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." Sounds like someone is in distress. Hi, distressed person. What seems to be the matter?
아, 상처버렸어. 어떡하냐?
Oh, I see. Don't worry, it's okay. You can always try again. After all, Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts."
뭔 말하는지 어떻게 아는데?
Oh, I can read subtitles. You know, our hope for our students is that their experience of growth and development in this program that has stretched them out of their comfort zone has also built the confidence, the resilience, and the entrepreneurial mindsets that they need that will see them through the challenges that they will encounter in their lives beyond school. Now, this journey of growth and development is only possible because of the dedication of our teachers, facilitators, as well as the generous contributions of our volunteers and sponsors. This year, we have seen 3,221 volunteer hours from 993 corporate volunteers that have gone into making this possible. Now, I'd like to take this chance now to thank our teachers, our facilitators, our corporate volunteers and sponsors for their contributions to make Nifty a possibility in this very challenging 2021. This evening, the Nifty Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge is the culmination of the students' one-year journey. The top students from each school have spent the past 4 days going through a leveled up program to prepare them for their business presentations. This morning, they pitched their ideas at the quarterfinal and semi-final level, and we have shortlisted our top 6 finalists. Tonight, they will be presenting their ideas not just to the esteemed panel of judges, but they will also be presenting their ideas to all of you who will be tuning in. And yes, you have a chance to vote for your favorite idea. To all of our Nifty students, we want to congratulate you for pushing through a difficult year and emerging at the end of this rigorous Nifty journey. We want you to know that you have something to offer the world, and we want you to know that you can make a difference with the influence that you possess, the entrepreneurial mindset that you have acquired, and the strength of the human spirit that has seen you this far. To the top 6 finalists, congratulations on making it this far. Tonight is your time to shine. People are supporting you from school, from home, from the office, and some even on the move. And regardless of the outcome tonight, we want you to know that you can be proud of yourself. To the rest of us who are tuning in, we have an exciting finale for you tonight. So grab your drinks, your popcorn, your potato chips, and your Dalgona candy. And let's get this show on the road. Oh man, you ruined it again. It's okay, here's another one for you. Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts."
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Nifty Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021, or NYEC in short. My name is Siting and I'll be your MC for tonight. We are coming to you live from C-Cube Studio, and where we are filming this in accordance to IMDA Safe Management Guidelines and Regulations. You have just heard from Sean, our Chief Training Officer, and that was filmed near our office building, building in Chinatown. We are very excited to close off the Nifty program this year and to introduce to you the top 6 finalists of 2021. Nifty, or Network for Teaching Entrepreneurship, is a year-long funded program designed to activate the entrepreneurial mindset and to build business skills in our youth. Tonight, you will expect to see 10 persons unmasked. There is our 6 grand finalists, myself as the MC, as well as our 3 illustrious judges from the corporate and social enterprise spaces. We are in with an exciting evening, and you can expect to see the top 6 Nifty students and their business pitches. In addition to that, you will also be able to view the work of all 45 finalists, as well as learn how our previous Nifty graduates are doing. And in addition to that, we are also awarding the educators tonight with the Global Enterprising Educator Award. Over the past 4 days, our top 3 winners from each school has took part in a preparatory program called Level Up. The 45 of them were decentralized in 13 different locations, and right now you will see them gathered virtually on screen waving at you. Okay, so they are all joining us from Zoom right now. I have met some of our finalists yesterday for their mock judging, and they have worked really hard refining their business ideas, practicing their pitches, and building prototypes, all in anticipation of today. So this morning, all of them have pitched their ideas at the quarterfinals, where we have selected 12 to go on to the semi-finals this afternoon. And now we have our top 6 ready to go this evening. So among our 6 grand finalists, we will pick out the Global Young Entrepreneur 2021 who will represent Singapore at the Nifty Global Showcase at the United States. So you can check out the rest of the 45 finalists and their business ideas on the nifty.sg Instagram page, and even vote for the most investable idea. The top 3 winning ideas will get a Sentosa Fun Pass worth $95, as well as a $50 CapitaLand voucher. So do hop on to the nifty.sg Instagram page to view the digital showcase, and you can drop a like for the most investable idea. I will let you know when the showcase is open, so you can stay tuned for that. So now it is a good time to introduce our top 6 finalists in presenting order. So first up we have Chung K Win. He's from Unity Secondary School. Yes, give them a round of applause, please, everyone. Second, we will have Muhammad Daniel bin Rosley from Evergreen Secondary School. Coming in third, we will have Ali Supanya Beliana Putra from Serangoon Gardens Secondary School. Fourth in the presenting order, Ling Zhexuan Nigel from Fairfield Methodist Secondary School. Fifth, we have Sukaina binti Muhammad Farul Razi from Yio Chu Kang Secondary School. And finally, we do have En Chan Mei from Unity Secondary School who will be dialing in virtually on Zoom. So congratulations to the 6 of you for making it to the grand finale, and I would like you to remember, no matter what happens tonight, you are a grand finalist, and we want you to be very, very proud of yourself to have brought yourself and your business ideas here onto this very stage today. Okay, so I wish you all the best, and also together with us, we also have joining us this evening are our 3 judges. So while I'm just here happily chatting, the judges have a really difficult task today ahead of them. Right, so they will be the ones who will be selecting our Global Young Entrepreneur 2021 tonight. So on the panel, we have Ms. Winnie Chan, founder CEO of Buying Artisan. We also have Mr. Ray Padit, founder and CEO of The Fashion Pulpit. And last but not least, we also have Ms. Veronica Kuznetsova, Director of Innovation and Strategy at UBS. Thank you, judges, for joining us this evening. And now for the competition mechanics. Each of our 6 finalists will have 6 minutes to make their pitch, followed by a 2 minutes question and answer by our judges. They will be judged on the following rubrics: value proposition, social responsibility, product market fit, go-to-market strategy, competitive analysis, revenue model, pitch, and founder. So once all 6 pitches are done, the judges will deliberate in the private room to determine the winner of NYEC 2021. And without further ado, we are going to kickstart today with our very first presenter, and his name is Chung K Win from Unity Secondary School. Please give him a round of applause for our very first presenter for tonight. Now, K Win, you have 6 minutes. I wish you all the best.
Good evening, sirs and ma'ams. Before I start my actual slide, I would like to ask a question. Would you enjoy a cafe that has martial arts? My name is Kevin, and I'm from Yuhua Secondary School. Today, I'll be presenting to you a combination of business slide of Kung Fu Cafe. And this picture is my logo for my Kung Fu Cafe. This is what I have sketched, and this is my envision. And there's a training zone, there's a dining area. My unique talent is to train martial arts. Then I provide people with food, I teach martial arts, and I provide optimistic mindset as well. I teach different types of styles, such as we got long fist, we got southern fist, and we got traditional style. As for food, I'll be selling in the form of sets such as dumpling foods, which would provide you with energy, and red bean soup for dessert, and a pot of Chinese tea to get rid of your fat. And as for optimistic mindset, it actually comes from the hard work of training. And when you overcome your training, you then really understand what life is. Customers can be motivated by seeing how martial artists are being trained. This is the prototyping of a video of what a Kung Fu session would look like. Currently in Singapore, there's only 3 Kung Fu cafes. Even though they're named Kung Fu cafes, they don't really have the martial arts lessons. People don't have an experience on what Kung Fu cafe is. So this is an excellent opportunity for me to open up Kung Fu cafes that serve traditional Chinese meal sets and to know more about Kung Fu's. I'll be working on a partnership as this is a combination of business. Of course, there will be clashes, so I can work with my partners. I can help the community by opening up free Tai Chi lessons to help the elderly to build up their body stronger and stronger, and this can help with their mental health as well. This is a combination of sports and food beverage. I had round out this marketing size to 250,000. It will be in Singapore, and customers who I aim for are interested in martial arts and like to be motivative. Customers can be at any age, gender, occupation, and monthly income. They'll at least come here once per week. My direct competitor against Kung Fu Cafe would be Music Live Cafe, and for indirect competitor would be the Originate Cafe and as well as the Martial Arts Center. Special units about my cafe is that customers get to view how martial artists are being trained, and they get to hold on weapons at the weapon corner. Meals will be sold up to $14 up to $19, and as for martial arts, it would be $16 per person. If it's a kid, it would be $8. It would be located at shopping centers. Advertisement will be filmed by us and be posted on social media. Of course, there must be promotion price such as festival promotion and packaging promotion. As for production process, I need to get ready for martial arts tools and cooking tools as well as ingredient to cook. I need to have 2 chefs, 1 waiter and 1 coach. I need to get customers into my cafe. I need to get students to learn martial arts. Most importantly, I need to get customers to be motivated and have the mindfulness thoughts after leaving my cafe. These are my startup expenses. As for fixed expenses like salary would be $8,100. For variable expenses like vegetables, it would be $12.08. This is a 2-unit sales of martial arts and cafe. For cafe, I'll taking set B as an example, selling price $14, contribution margin $1.72. As for martial arts, contribution selling price for $16, contribution $16. Break-even analysis, for contribution margin, I had a sum of martial arts and cafe, which would give me 672 break-even units. I currently have been in Wushu for 9 years. I have 2 certificates from representing schools for national competition, and I need to work with 2 partners with the knowledge of cooking and creating an app, as these days people are using app to purchase meals. Current challenge, one of it would be money, but I can overcome it with my partners, and I can borrow money from my bank loan. For the improvement, I would like to check on my profits and see whether is there any improvement. And furthermore, I like to spread my cafe around Singapore and let people know about martial arts and to gain more choice of food selections. Before I end off my slides, I would like to share a quote from my idol, Bruce Lee. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who practiced 1 kick 10,000 times. Thank you for listening, and I appreciate attention.
Thank you, Kevin. Before we move on to the Q&A segment, I just want to make a clarification. Kevin is actually from Yuhua Secondary School, not Unity. I apologize for that. Sorry, Kevin, as well.
It's alright, it's alright.
Okay, so thank you, Kevin, for your pitch. Now we'll move on to the 2 minutes Q&A. Judges, when you ask a question, you are able to remove your mask to ask your question. So the 2 minutes can start now. Maybe Winnie, you want to go first.
Hi, Kewin.
Hi.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Congratulations. I love the concept, to actually combine learning together with F&B. So you can have people who are enthusiastic about Wushu come together. So I think that's really great.
Thank you, thank you.
My question would be, you are assuming that, because I noticed in your financial modeling that it's 100% for the Wushu classes because essentially you're the one teaching it. So isn't there an opportunity cost for your time? Don't you have to pay yourself a salary?
Actually, I've been teaching, but I would invite 1 coach to teach over for the lessons. Like imagine there's a lot of lessons to teach. If let's say he cannot take over, I can take over because I got the experience.
Okay. So you would need to pay that backup coach as well.
Yeah. Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Right, thank you, Winnie. And we have Veronica.
I have a question. So you mentioned there's already a couple of Kung Fu cafes. In your research, did you find out, first of all, what is wrong with them, or what are they lacking? What are the pain points with them? And then how your idea will be better?
Oh, so for the other Kung Fu cafes, they don't have a real martial arts lesson, and which they only add some famous characters' names. So instead of my cafe, I'll be teaching real martial arts lessons. I can give you like famous martial artists that make you be motivated, because this cafe, it's all about positive mindset. I want people to be positive, living my cafe, to enjoy life. I hope I answered your question.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you, judges. The Q&A will have to pause here. And thank you, Kevin, for running with us your pitch.
Thank
All
you for
right,
that question.
You. Here, give him a round of applause, please. All right, while our next presenter is settling in, may I also direct your attention to our digital program booklet. So you may find the program booklet on the screen, all right, by going to the link or the QR code. So inside the program booklet, you will find more information about NIFTY and NYEC, as well as the profile and business ideas of all 45 finalists. So do check it out, okay, it'll be there, and that's how you can follow through with all our business ideas today. So as we speak, our next presenter is ready. That will be our second presenter for the evening. His name is Muhammad Daniel bin Rosley, and he is from Evergreen Secondary School. Okay, give him a round of applause. All right. Okay, Daniel, you have 6 minutes. All the best.
Now, good morning, everyone. Now, before I do start off my presentation today, now I would like to show you all a short video. Okay, play.
Listen to me. We don't want the
and we're down.
Okay, so what do you think? Now, this video is actually made by me. Now, I've been video editing for the past 3 to 4 years now, and throughout these years, I have definitely encountered problems which gave me the idea of my business. Edit Express. Edit together forever. Now, I did say I have problems, and these are the problems. Now, there were no group editing features in any of the softwares I've used, and most of the editing softwares I use had confusing interfaces. And editing softwares are expensive, so as the courses. Now, the solution to this is to create a new editing software that has group editing function and a user-friendly interface. And also a website, cheap editing course taught by editors such as me. Now, my business type is a service, as it is a editing course and an editing software with it. Okay, now my business ownership. Now, my business ownership. I chose partnership because I'll be able to split the workload, and I have less stress on me, and I'll be able to have more ideas and earn more profits through it. Now, this is my market research. Now, my potential market size would be around 4 to 6 millions. I know that's a big size, right? But I'm mainly targeting people around the world. Now, the age range I'm targeting is 13 to 50, and the gender, male to female. Now, occupations, social media influencers, small YouTubers, or basically anyone that wants to get into video editing. Now, the income range I am targeting is mainly those that don't have a full-time job yet and are working part-time, and the rough estimate of the income range would be 600 to 1,000 at least. Now, my competitor analysis. Now, Edit Express goes for $10 monthly and $89 annually. And my direct competitor, Premiere Pro, goes for $30 monthly, while my indirect competitor, Mewtwo, goes for free. Now, the difference between my product and Adobe Premiere and Mewtwo is that Adobe Premiere has an confusing interface, and beginners would definitely get confused while using it. And Mewtwo is on mobile, so it lacks a lot of functions. Now, this is what my program would roughly look like. And my marketing mix. Now, my special features is its group editing course, and its multiple functionalities, and its user friendliness. And the price of it is $10 monthly and $89 annually. Now, promotions. I would advertise my products on social medias such as YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and even TikTok. And my sales promotion, discounts, around 20% doing festivals and special events. And I would have 7-day free trials. I also would include an affiliate link and a referral discount. Now, this is my business process. I will firstly hire programmers, make infrastructure, and then make and design a work plan. And then I will make the software and website available online. And then I will customers would buy the product, and then they would use the software. Now, this is my best business expenses. Now, my startup expenses would roughly be around $4,000, while my fixed expenses would go for $3,000 at least. Now, every month, I would need at least $33 sales just to break even for that month. Now, the social responsibility, profits. Now, I decided to choose to donate to Gamers Outreach. I would donate 8% of my profits yearly to them. Now, donating to them will help the hospitalized kids be able to cope being in hospitals and play their favorite video games. Now, my qualifications. I currently have the creativity to improve my product as it goes, and I have the confidence in my skill as a video editor to teach people on how to edit videos. Now, I will need to have money to start my business and a business partner. Now, the challenges that I may face is getting money for the startup. Now, the solution to this is that I would save up from doing regular jobs, and I would pitch to investors to invest in my business. Now, the second challenge is that I need a business partner. Now, the solution to this is that I will find a friend or maybe someone in the editing industry that will want to work together with me. Now, my future plans. Now, in 1 year time, I plan on reaching 1 million downloads to this. To get to this, I will need to keep on promoting my product and keep on making it better. And in 2 years' time, I plan on reaching out to smaller companies for collaborations. And in 3 time, I plan on getting a co-working space and a physical space to show status and for all my employees to come together and work together. Now, my website, this is my prototype, and that will be it for my presentation. And to summarize the whole thing, Edit Express is an editing course, a website with an editing course and an editing software with it, with a group editing function and a user-friendly interface. Thank you for listening. Any questions?
All right, thank you, Daniel, for running us through your page. Now it's the Q&A segment. We can invite the judges to ask your questions.
Hi, Daniel. It's a very engaging presentation. My question is, because I have zero knowledge as well when it comes to editing. When you say group editing, what does that mean? Because if the base on how I understand it, there would be some challenges in terms of like getting the same market. Like they would have different challenges or needs when it comes to editing. How will you define that?
To define the group editing function in my business is, let's say you're in a group and you want to edit one single video. Now, let's say 4 people, right? One person can cut, one person can add text, one person can do something else and something else. That's it, basically, for the group editing function.
Okay, thank you for your question, Mr. Ray. Is there any other judges who would like to ask the question? Oh, and judges, because we are hearing you a bit soft on the live stream, so you might have to move the mic a bit closer or just pick it up as you ask your question, right? Is there any? Okay, Veronica, please.
Have you built a prototype already, and have you shown it to any target users? What was the feedback?
I definitely have a prototype. I have a website, actually. I haven't shown it to anyone yet, so yeah.
All right, thank you, Veronica. Any other questions from the judges? Okay, Winnie.
Hi, Daniel. Is the price of $89 too high? There are a lot of apps out there that cost, say, $29.90 a year, US dollars.
I think 89 is a perfect price because, you know, $10 monthly. I mean, you say in 1 month, $10, what's this? 120, right? Okay. I mean, it would be a perfect price. It'd be like at least like a $30 discount from like the year, what's this? Straight monthly, right? So yeah.
All right, thank you, Winnie, and thank you, judges. We will hold the Q&A segment at this point. And thank you, Daniel, for running us through your pitch. Okay, give him a round of applause, please, everybody. A virtual applause will work too. Thank you, Daniel. All right, we have two very solid pitches thus far, and the energy is just increasing. And here, at this point, I just want to do a quick shout out of Halogen's latest nifty idea. Okay, so this is our latest innovation and fundraising initiative, and we call it the Youth Box.
The wow shimmy, the how shimmy, the now shimmy, the woo. Mr. Chow, you finally hitched. That was a wedding that I.
And that is our Youth Box. The Youth Box is actually a specially curated box showcasing works from our partners and our Nifty alumni. All proceeds will go into supporting the Nifty and mentoring program next year. And by purchasing a Youth Box, you are joining the circle to support the growth of our young entrepreneurs in Singapore. So check out the link that was shown on the screen for more details. If not, we'll drop it into the YouTube chat. Okay, next up, we do have our third presenter of the evening. So we have Ali Supanya Beliana Putra from Serangoon Gardens Secondary School. Okay, round of applause for her. All right. Okay, Beliana, you have 6 minutes. Take us away.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Beliana Putra, and I'm from Serangoon Gardens Secondary School, and today I will be presenting to you my business idea. My business idea is about a book called Letting Go, and this is the logo for it. And one or two of us here might have faced first or second-hand anxiety and difficulties talking to people. Especially after circuit breaker, many of us has become antisocial. Teenagers nowadays have faced the feeling of anxiety and loneliness, and they may not know how to deal with it, and they may not know how to ask for help. And many of us don't have access to help, as therapy nowadays can be pricey. So the solution is that my book will try to help them cope with anxiety and loneliness, and it provides them a safe space to write down what they're feeling, and and what are their thoughts on specific things that has happened. And they also can show their creativity side by drawing and coloring in the activity book. What this does is that it reduces anxiety by just having this activity book. And for me personally, I like to keep everything inside, bottled up until it gets really bad. So for me, I find that writing really helps me a lot, and I want to share that with everyone also. And my business type is retail, and I chose sale preparator as I can obtain more profits and greater control over my ideas and my business. For my profit, as I do not need all of my profit, 15% of my profit will go to an organization called Singapore Association for Mental Health. SAMH can continue to provide rehabilitative outreach and creative programs for persons who have mental health issues, and they can recover and bring them back into the community. For my marketing research, my potential market size will be around 200,000, and my target audience is females at the age of 15 to 25. And they usually fall under the category of students and young working adults. And their monthly income will be $50 to $1,000, and they're usually seen hanging out in cafes, restaurants, libraries, etc. And they're usually active users on social media like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and they listen to a lot of music as well. For my competitor analysis, my direct competitor is another book called How to Be Yourself by Ellen Hendrickson, and the price of it will be $25. And the unique factor about it is that it's known to be a groundbreaking roadmap to finally being your true authentic self. For my indirect competitor is Therapy by Sophia Wellness Clinic. An individual session will cost around $220, which not all of us can afford it. And the unique factors about it it provides private counseling and psychotherapy. For my marketing mix, my special features that will be included in my book will be a Spotify music playlist. They can scan the QR code and listen to the music while doing the activities. And it will also be, and a coloring and drawing activity will also be included, and short stories of people who have experienced the same problems, and inspirational quotes to keep them going, to keep them motivated throughout the day, and also a space for them to write down their troubles. For the price of my product will be $22, and the places that I will be selling it is at bookstores, online shops, social media, since everyone is using social media, and maybe soft copy. For my advertisement, I will advertise it on social media like Instagram, for example, like making an Instagram page just especially for the product itself. And then I can do collaboration with influencers, with local influencers in Singapore, and I also can get support from local bookstores in Singapore as well. These are some of the ideas that I came up with. These are the book covers, the drawing and writing activity, and the music playlist that I created myself. For the production process, the buyers will see it online on Instagram, and then they will go to the website and purchase it online, and we will deliver the product to them, and after they receive the product, they can use it straight away. For my business expenses, my total startup expenses will cost around $1,550, and my fixed expenses will cost around $750, and my variable expenses will be $665. For my contribution margin will cost around $1565, and my total startup it will be 49. For the qualifications that I currently have is I have skills in drawing and designing, and skills that I will need to have is more knowledge about mental health, since there are many types of mental health, and I really want to make different activities to help everyone. And I will also need more business skills. The challenges that I will face through this process is difficulties if the lack of experience that I have to run an online business. So my solution is to seek sponsorship to learn more about business. And my other challenge is to not being able to have enough money for my startup business. And my solution to that is to seek funds from people, and maybe I can ask family for help also. For my future plans, in 1 year's time, my book will be sold in different bookstores across Singapore, and hopefully in 3 years' time, making a second book and maybe being able to sell them globally. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening, and I hope you'll consider. Do you have any questions?
All right, thank you, Beliana, for sharing. Round of applause for Beliana. Okay, and now we move on to the Q&A segment. Judges, please. Right, Winnie?
Hi, Beliana. For the book that you're going to distribute, you also mentioned soft copy. So how do you protect the copyright to prevent people from freely downloading it and thereby not paying you for the book?
Can you elaborate the question?
Okay, so the way that you're going to write a book and you're going to distribute it by selling a hard copy, and you also mentioned soft copy. Yes. So how do you prevent people from downloading it and distributing it? So let's say maybe I bought one soft copy, and I give it to him, I give it to her, so they don't need to buy. Right. Is there any way that you can prevent that? Because that will impact the amount of money you're going to earn.
Maybe I can make like a software to like it gives you a special password that it will change every few days, and then it will update you the changes of the password as well, so that only you can access the soft copy. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Winnie, for the question. Is there any other questions from the judges?
Sure, one for me. You mentioned that you'll use social media to promote it, and also you'll target bookstores directly. Is there any other way you will try to raise awareness of your book or to promote it amongst your target customers?
I can ask counselors around Singapore to promote my book as well, so that they can give it out to the people that they're seeing for help.
All right, thank you, judges, for the questions. We will have to pause here, and thank you, Beliana, for sharing with us your business idea. Round of applause for Beliana. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are midway through our presentation segment. And this is a time I would like to shout out about our digital showcase. So you heard me talk about it earlier. Now I confirm our digital showcase is live. Okay, so you can visit our digital showcase by going to the nifty.sg Instagram page. You will see the link on the screen. In the digital showcase, you can see the profiles and the business ideas of all 45 finalists, and you can vote for the most investable idea. So reminder, the voting will close. I'll let you know when the voting closes. So it will be around 8:45 p.m. So do go check it out now so that you can place your votes before they close. And next up, we do have our fourth presenter for the evening. And this time we have with us Ling Zexuan Nigel from Fairfield Methodist Secondary School. Round of applause for Nigel. Okay, Nigel, you have 6 minutes. All the best.
Hey judges, have you ever tried painting or customizing your shoe but it turned out really bad? Fret not, as I'm here to help. Good evening judges, my name is Nigel and today I'll be presenting to you my business idea. My company, Strictly Sneakers, is a company that helps people to customize their sneakers in all sorts of ways that they want. These are some of the examples that we do. For my unique talent is to customize sneakers for people that are interested in their own design, and for my product and service is to sell and customize authentic sneakers. My business type will be under retail. For my business ownership, I chose partnership because of 3 simple reasons. Firstly, I'll be able to split the workload, and secondly, I can able to get things done faster because, like they say, 2 brains are faster than 1. And thirdly, I'll be able to share the investments and the cost and the profits with my partner. Moving on to profit, something that I came up with is for every 2 pairs purchased per customer, 1 pair of shoes will be donated to Club Rainbow. So what is Club Rainbow? Club Rainbow Singapore helps provide a range of services for the family of children who suffer from chronic diseases and lifelong illnesses. Moving on to my market research, my industry name is under fashion designers and my potential market size is about 166,000. For my occupation, it's both students and working adults, and the money income range of them averages from about $1.4K to $10,000. And I will be also helping the lower income students to customize their existing sneakers for $80 to $100. And if you do have your own existing sneakers, you can customize it from me at a lower price. For my psychographic and behavioral patterns, sneakerheads can buy up to 20 pairs a year. Sneakerheads are people that are really into sneakers. Moving on to my competitor analysis, for my direct competitor will be Nike, and my indirect competitor will be Bata. For my price of product, it ranges from $250 to $300, whereas Nike ranges from $100 to $200 or more, and Bata ranges from $10 to $100. For my unique factors, my company is a fully customizable company, whereas Nike is only limited. So you only can customize some of the patterns and the colors that they offer. For Bata, they do not have any customization services, but they do have a lot of discounts every month, but their shoes are usually lower in quality. Moving on to my marketing mix, each design is one of a kind, and for the price, it ranges from $250 to $300. And for the place, I'm planning to set up an online store. For my promotion, I'm planning to advertise my company online, such as Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube ads. And for my sales promotion, something that I've thought is that every 2 pairs you buy and purchase, you'll get a third pair at 50% off. And if it's your birthday, you'll get a 35% off, limited to 1 pair per customer, and a free gift. And if you refer to your friend, both you and your friend will get a 10% discount. Moving on to my production process, my first step will be to set up an online store, and the second step will be to source and order the different models and the sizes of the shoe, and the third step will be to receive the raw materials, and the fourth step will be when the customer sends me the order, and the fifth step will be when I start to customize the shoes, and the last step will be to deliver it and pack it and deliver it back to the customer. Moving on to my business expenses, my startup funds is about 26K a month. 90% of it goes to the Brother DTG printer. Brother DTG printer is a printer that helps sticks your design to your shoe or even your shirt. And for my fixed expenses, it's about $3,000 a month, mainly due to the cost I need to rent for a small studio to where I work at and the price I have to pay for my employee per month. And my variable expenses is about $212 per month. Moving on to my 1 unit of sale, this is an example of how my app will look like. It's a prototype. Firstly, you will create and sign up an account. Secondly, you can browse the shoes that are available. And then you can also customize the shoes yourself. And when you are done, you can add it to cart, purchase it, and you can give customer feedback. Moving on to my 1 unit of sale, taking my total variable minus my expenses, I'll get 113 in contribution margin. And for my fixed expenses, divided by my variable, I will get, in order to break even, I have to sell 29 pairs of shoes. Moving on to my qualifications, I currently only have a PSLE certificate and a knowledge of sneakers. And I will need to have a diploma or degree in the future in my studies, and also to design knowledge and expertise to customize shoes for my customers. So some of the challenges that I might face along the way is I might have not enough money for my startup fund, and one of the solutions I can come up with is to start a fundraising campaign from the public. And the second challenge is that another similar company might come have a better idea than me. So what I can do is to give good customer service and to make sure that I have good customer loyalty and make sure that my customers will come back to me frequently. Moving on to my future plans, in the next 1 year, I target to sell 1,200 shoes and revenue target will be 390,000. And the next 3 years, sell 5,000 pairs of shoes and revenue target will be 1.6 million in 3 years. So judges, who's ready to walk in the line of creativity with me? Thank you.
Thank you, Nigel. Right, and now we move on to the 2 minutes Q&A. Judges, your questions, please. Yes, Ray.
Hi, Nigel. So my question is, your unique proposition is fully customizable. Would you limit in terms of the design of the shoes? Because this will affect your, in terms the expenses of the shoes that you'll be making.
Can you elaborate more on that question?
Like, would you limit in terms of the types of shoes, the design, and how can they customize it if you say fully customizable?
Fully customizable means that any pair of sneakers that you have, and we can, depending on the customize you want, if your design is like the whole shoe, we can paint the whole shoe, and it's like a half a shoe or wording, we can do that as well.
So you will not be providing the shoes. The design is what you will be.
We will sell the shoes also, but if you have your own shoes, we will charge the design at a lower price so that you don't have to buy the shoe as well, if you have your existing sneakers.
Okay, thank you for your question, Ray. Yes, Winnie.
Hi, Nigel. You plan to sell 1,200 pairs of shoes in your first year. Without any knowledge of the market, how would you know what shoe sizes to stock?
I'm a sneakerhead myself, so I actually know the average of the sizes that usually people order in bulk every month. So the sizes ranges from UK 8 to UK 13 men feet. So that is something that I came up with lah. So I have faith in what I'm doing.
Okay, great, thanks.
Quick one from me. How long does it take to customize a shoe, a pair?
A pair usually takes half an hour to 1 hour, depending on how complicated or complex your design is. If your design is like a simple cartoon character, it will be easier. But if it's the whole shoe, then it will take a longer time. But definitely, we will try to make it as quick as possible. We won't try to take more than 1 day. So yeah.
Yeah, if your break even's 29, you need to be able to make more than 29 in a month, right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, judges, for all the questions, and thank you, Nigel, for sharing with us your business idea. A round of applause for Nigel, please. Yep, thank you. Oh, well, so we have 4 pages down, and at this point, I just want to capture this moment on Instagram. Many of you happening right now. As you can see, we have our nifty IG filter. So if you're on IG story tonight or you're hosting your own watch party from wherever you are, do use our nifty IG filter and tag us on social media. The hashtags are HalogenSG, NYEC 2021, and of course NiftySG. The link to our IG filter is on the screen, so please do get the filters on right now, and we are going to invite our 5th presenter of the evening up on stage. So for our 5th presenter, we have Sukaina Binte Mohammad Farah Razi from Yio Chu Kang Secondary School. Welcome and all the best to you, Sukaina. You have 6 minutes. Let's go.
Good evening, judges. I'm Sukaina from Yio Chu Kang Secondary School. I'll be presenting to you my business idea for my clothing store. So firstly, to the ladies, I'm sure you experience having troubles to pick the perfect outfit for an event. Well, because majority of the females I know do have the trouble with this. So I've came up with this business idea, Star Parfait, which supports clothing brands by renting their clothes out, like Zara, H&M, and Cotton On. This is my logo. So I came up with the business idea because it started as a problem for me to find an outfit to wear and go out. The solution was to provide customized and chosen outfits for the ladies so that they wouldn't have the difficulty in choosing. My business type is service because my business plan provides customers to rent out outfits to be delivered to their doorstep so that they, when they have an important event planned out in the future. So this is how I envision and picture my website to be like. Business ownership is partnership because I chose it because it requires different skills to communicate with the business partners that I have to work with in the future. And social responsibility because my business plan supports the planet by reducing the amount of clothing thrown away. I say this because I notice majority of the people have the mindset that wearing a clothing once or twice is not cool. You often see people buying clothes and then only wearing once or twice. So this has to stop because some materials can't be destroyed completely. So this is my market research, which is targeting females majority working and schooling because they are usually interested in styling up themselves more. Competitor analysis for a direct competitor is star theory. They have the same concept as me, but they work with high-end brands that which makes it more expensive. So mine's a bit different, and the clothing options are a lot wider. So what is so different about my idea, you wonder? Well, this is the answer. My clothing options are a lot wider because as it offers to majority of female group like the Muslims who are limited to covered clothes and also traditional clothes. Marketing mix is my special features are that it reuse clothing, and our price is $55, including the $10 for reparation fees in case I do need to. In case they do return it back in a bad condition. So place-wise, it's a website because it's true. There will be no physical store. For promotions, so it will be social media reviews and flyers, and also promotions during festival events like Hari Raya and Deepavali. So I'll also provide referral codes because as a student, I'm interested in referral codes because it benefits both parties. Production process, I'll be designing the app and then finding a place to set up a warehouse and also finding a delivery service for the people. So business expenses will be startup expenses, fixed expenses, and variable expenses. 1 unit of sale is clothing rental, and my contribution margin is $18 because my selling price is $55 minus 37. Break-even analysis is 1,246 I will need to sell, and I do believe that I can because of the potential market size I have. The qualifications I have is that I'm currently in an art subject, so I do know how to draw and design to the people's liking, and I will need to have communications skills and programming. Challenges I will face is to communicate with other companies, and programming might have a lot of problems for me also. Future plans would be to be able to let young Singaporeans, females, adults know about this, and 3 years later, I would want to be able to make it to the headlines in Singapore. Thank you. That is my business for you. Your choice of outfit in a second. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Sukaina. Well done, well done. And now we'll move on to our 2 minutes Q&A with the judges. Judges, please.
Okay, I have a question. It's a great idea because that's something that is what people are looking up for now. So your design, is it going to be you making the product or it's sourced out from other brands?
It's sourced out from other brands.
Right.
Yeah.
So have you thought about the lifespan of each clothes that you will be sourcing out? Because if I remember, I've seen most of it will be fast fashion, and the issue with fast fashion clothes, they don't really last that long. So have you had that idea of like how long will it be the item under circulation?
I think to prevent that, I would actually have to buy in bulk in terms of months, so that the clothes will be used up. And anyways, it will be reused, so I think, yeah.
All right, thank you, Ray. Is there any other questions from the judges? All right, Winnie, yes.
Hi, Suhaina. Wonderful concept. How do you, I think in terms of sustainability, the fact that it's a rental system does address that, which is great. How do you, I wanted to rephrase Ray's question. How do you ensure that, because it's fast fashion, how do you ensure that it is a piece of item that will continue to be wanted by other people? So for example, this is something that is in trend currently. It's shimmery jacket, metallic jacket that's just right for Christmas. But maybe by Chinese New Year, that jacket cannot be rented out anymore. So how would you solve that problem?
Oh, wow, that's a wonderful question, actually. I did not think about that, but I think because it's like depending on the trends, I think I would have to eventually promote it. And also because I'm renting out from like other brands, they also do follow trends. So I think if to
Alright, Sukaina, we have to pause you here. Sorry about that. Your time is up for your Q&A. But thank you, Sukaina, and thank you, judges, for the questions. You may take a leave from the stage. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving into our very last presentations for this picture segment. And at this time, I just want to reiterate, right, the digital showcase on our Instagram page is live. So do hop on there, nifty.sg Instagram, and you can vote for the most investable idea by giving it a like. We will tabulate the results and share with you shortly this evening. And now, we will be meeting our presenter 6. Okay, so her name is Chan Mei from Unity Secondary School, and she will be giving her presentation through Zoom. Chan Mei, you have 6 minutes. All the best.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Chan Mei from Unity Secondary School. Thank you for having me here. Today, I'll be presenting about my business idea to you all. This is my shop logo called Holic. These are some of the products that I'll be selling for my shop. The reason why I started this small business is because I got interested in designs that people posted on Instagram, and I got influenced by it. Thus, it gives me the idea to start a small business, and which is called Holic. And for my unique talents are sewing and designing clothes. And for product and services, I'll be reusing old clothes and making them into new clothes such as patchwork and tank tops and other types of clothing. And for my business type, I'll be choosing retail. The reason why I choose retail is to serve my customers a small group, selling them patchwork clothes and vintage clothes, and even allowing my customers to bring in their own used clothes and customizing them. And for my business ownership, I choose sole proprietor. The reason why I choose sole proprietor is that it allows me to able to take the profit to myself and continue meeting the customer expectations, and this can attract more clients. And for my social responsibility, I choose Planet. The reason why I choose Planet is because I want to help reduce clothes wastage and reusing of old clothes, and then reducing the old clothes wastage. This helps to reduce the clothes wastage. Thus, I'll be reusing old clothes, and I'll be also be using recycled materials to make my product. And for my market research, the industry name is creative. For demographic, the age range is around 15 to 29 years old. The gender is both female and male. The occupation is students and young adults, with a monthly income ratio of $80 or more. And for the geographic, I choose worldwide since I'll be selling my products on websites. And for psychographic, I choose vintage clothes and aesthetic clothes. And for behavior patterns, it's once a month or any time. And for my competitor analysis, for my business, the unique factors are that I'll be reusing old clothes and making them into new clothes such as patchwork clothing with different colors. And for my direct competitor, unique factors is that they'll help sew clothes back and make them into new clothes. And for my indirect competitor flames, they'll sell vintage clothes that are made by different shop owners. And for my marketing mix, the product special features are that it is handmade. And for the price, the 1 unit sales is $20 to $150. And the place that I'll be selling is online website. And for the promotion, I'll be advertising on social media such as Instagram, Twitter, Google Ads. And for sales promotion, customers can spend a minimum of $90 and get a free delivery and a $10 off. And for my production process, customers can donate their old clothes, and thus I'll make them into new clothes. And after that, I'll design the clothing to the customer's liking, and making the clothes by hand, and sending an email confirmation to customers after clothes is finished, and using eco-friendly packaging to the customer's order and deliver it to the customers. And for my business expenses, the startup expenses are $1,730, and the fixed expenses are $1,600. And for my variable expenses is $13. And my 1 unit of sales is $60 or less. And 1 unit of sales contribution margin is $47. And my break-even analysis is 34 units. And for my qualifications, I currently have a great passion and drive motivation to develop my skill set and talents, and design and sewing clothes. And currently have a Nifty certificate too. I'll need to have a degree in fashion design and fashion merchandising and doing projects. And for my challenges that I'll be facing, one of my challenges is that I'll be working alone, but the solution to help out is to hire more people to help out with the business. And another challenge that I'll be facing is finding and meeting customer expectations, and the solution is to rejoin the design until it meets the customer expectations. And for my future plans, I'll hire more people to help out with the business once it gets expanded, and opening a physical store around Asia. You may scan the QR code to visit my website. This is a preview of my website and the products that I'll be selling and the price of them. Thank you for your kind attention.
All right, thank you, Chan-Mei, for your sharing. Okay, everyone can give her a virtual round of applause. Okay, good job. Thank you, Chan-Mei. All right, judges, this is the Q&A segment. Now she will be dialing in through the laptop on on the leftmost laptop, right? So you can look at her and you might have to speak a bit louder so that she can hear us. Okay, so judges, the Q&A segment can start. Yes, Veronica.
On your product market fit, sorry, I need to speak to the mic. Have you tested the idea with any of your target users, and how do you know that they will like it? Is she here? Maybe you can type the question.
Okay, no worries. We'll be typing the questions onto the Zoom chat so that Chanmei, you can read it and you can respond accordingly, all right?
So I've seen a lot of this kind of patchwork coding on Instagram, and it's currently trending for teenagers. So I think it will be a trend, if so it'll kind of fit the market since it's kind of trending now on Instagram.
All right. Thank you, Chanmei, for your response. I think at this point we will have to pause the Q&A segment. But thank you, judges, and thank you, Chanmei, for sharing your idea. All right, with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap for our grand finalists. For now, at least, so y'all can breathe. Thank you for such inspiring ideas. I am really impressed by the passion, innovation, and the depth of work and effort all of you have poured into your business idea over the year, and especially in the past 4 days. Your job is done, finalists, and now the job falls upon our judges. Now, judges, may I invite you to please put on your mask, and you may head to the deliberation room to finish up the scoring and for your discussions. Okay. Now, as judges take their leave, right, ladies and gentlemen, I also want to shout out about the digital showcase one more time. Okay, we do not have a lot of time for a digital showcase, so if you can, do drop into our nifty.sg Instagram page and vote for your most investable idea. Next up, we do recognize that the year-long journey of our Nifty students would not have been possible without the support of our educators and partners. So now let us hear from some of our students and educators about their journey through Nifty in the next video. Let's watch.
He's quite a cool guy lah.
Hey, how can you never tell me these sort of things in real life? Wow, really? Can repeat one more time?
You're cool.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, good. Nervous or not?
Hi, I'm Mrs. Carol Lim, Principal Yio Chu Kang Secondary School.
Hi, I'm Sukaina from Yio Chu Kang Secondary School, a Secondary 3 Nifty student.
My name is Solvia, and I'm actually a Halogen facilitator and staff here.
My name is Eldrick. I'm from Evergreen Secondary School. I'm the alumni from last year, which is 2020.
I'm Harold. I'm the HOD for Student Management, also known as Discipline Master in Serangoon Secondary.
Hi, I'm Evan. I'm a Secondary 3 Nifty student from Serangoon Secondary.
1, 2, 3. To quite a few of my friends and even my colleagues, they all think that I always try to come up with new ideas.
I'm a person who loves to sing. At the same time, I'm a person who listens to music more than singing via my earpiece.
I feel like I'm a very relaxed person. In class or school, right, whenever there's project, I always start off with like joke and joking around. So being a clown kind of represents that, I feel. Yeah.
All my life growing up, I've been told my eyes very big. Okay, and I always have a smile.
He does look a little bit like me. Then I go like, wow. So I remember you're sitting at the front here. I go, oh, wow.
First day of secondary school in Secondary 1, I was wearing the wrong outfit and I was the only kid. I felt very excluded, but then your speech made me very safe and warm. It actually made me very comfortable and not worried about the new environment. in school.
I had seniors that told me about Nifty. Some were like, oh, it's amazing, you know, it's gonna be fun. And some were like, yeah, but stressful also.
It sounds very easy. I just do the slides and just do business scan ready and play games.
So it was something quite special for me, like hearing about the program, and that so much effort goes behind it to like prepare for the work sessions that you all have. It was something that I never really like experienced it before.
I had fear of giving presentations or speeches. I wasn't experienced to any of that.
It's like so many things will be going through your mind. It's like, am I saying this correct? Am I meeting the 5-minute timing?
Because like I'm a very shy person. And then knowing that, oh, we have to talk to random people from don't know where. I'm scared that they might be thinking, this guy really cannot speak up. So, yeah.
Over the years, I've treasured hearing the stories, treasured hearing the difficulties, and then how we overcome it.
The journey for me with Nifty is quite a long one, and it started out with getting to know the program as something that was in America. And so working with Halogen at that time, we tried very hard to see how we could customize it to Singapore. And it is also very exciting for me to see how the program has expanded to so many schools and benefited so many.
The thing was, I didn't expect myself to have that much fun, to the point of not complaining about going back to school on holidays just to work on your slides again.
Seeing you all on the day of the presentation itself, it was also like quite a touching like moment of like, wow, you all have grown up so much.
Basically, be more outspoken. I wasn't afraid of sharing or worry about other people's opinion. It really changed the perspective of my mindset when it comes to new environment or like new people.
Now, like friendship hangouts, we talk a bit about like our business idea. Okay, my friends are doing this, I'm doing this, and yeah, we learn from each other and give my friends an idea of my business. They give me an idea of their business also. So,
the presence of the corporate volunteers help to bring another responsible voice, and it helps that they also see the same good in the students. Because actually, some of them, they have never had adults telling them how good they are. That really affirms them in a way that actually, unless you've been through it, you will really never fully understand that impact.
They were very, very friendly. I was very comfortable with them. I was able to express and share my ideas about my business idea. It wasn't formal, it was more like informal. I felt like they were friends with me, but at the same time, they're also helping me a lot.
I think these people have really a lot of generosity in giving that time and wanting to work with youths. So I can see the care. I can see the care. They care enough about youth. Yeah. I have something here for you. Something I've written for you, and I hope it's a message that you will treasure.
Keep calm, keep calm.
I'm speechless lah. Thank you so much, because I didn't expect this to happen. Yeah, but thank you so much.
Well, I'm so touched.
it's a nice letter, motivational letter. Yeah. Thank you.
She said that being quiet and observant in hard work and attention is she said that it's like one of the successes in the future, and I didn't expect that being quiet and observant actually can help in success. So it's quite, yeah.
I've personally done a number of nifty work sessions myself, and it always touches my heart to see how the entire kampong, right, come together to create this meaningful journey for our students over the entire year. And therefore, in addition to awarding our youth tonight, we also do want to recognize and appreciate an important part of the program, our teachers. NIFTY cannot run without the support and contributions from the school teachers who take this on above and beyond their teaching duties. Now, having to toggle between home-based learning during the COVID restrictions, that made it even harder on them. So I cannot overstate the amount of respect and gratitude I have for you teachers. And so this is why we have yet another award given out each year for the Global Enterprising Educator. This is an exemplary NIFTY teacher who has taught the material well, coached their students effectively, and did more than expected to ensure the success of the program. May we now, at this point, invite the CEO of Halogen Foundation, Ms. Ivy C., up on stage to present the award for the Global Enterprising Educator 2021. Ms. Ivy, please. All right. And now, for the Global Enterprising Educator Award 2021. And that goes to Mr. Muhammad Amar from Edgefield Secondary School. A round of applause from Mr. Amar, please. Alright, thank you and congratulations, Mr. Amar. I was going to ask you to stay on stage. Okay, you can take a seat over here, and thank you, Miss C, for presenting the award. I would also like to invite the winner of Global Enterprising Educator 2020, Mr. Scott Chu from Unity Secondary School, to join Mr. Amar on stage. They will be sharing about their experiences leading NIFTY in the time of a pandemic. So, Mr. Amar, Mr. Chu, please.
Hey Scott, how are you doing?
Hi, congratulations
Thank you so much.
for being awarded the GEE.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yeah. All right, I think we are here to answer some questions on the cards. Shall we get going?
Sure. Is that for me?
If you have or were to have children, what is one gift or lesson you would like to share with them?
Wow. O-level still going on, right? Still ongoing. Now your teacher have to answer this question. I'm a very forgetful man. Can you repeat that again?
Okay.
I'm playing the role of an anti-student.
If you have or were to have children, what is one gift or lesson you would like to share with them?
A gift, okay. If it's a gift, I would just say the gift of gratitude. Yeah. Being grateful for what you have, and also take whatever you have, however little, and make the best out of it.
Yeah, I think for me, myself...
And stop looking at my hair, please.
It's lighting and all that.
Hey, I'm the brightest teachers of Unity Secondary. I'm destined to shine.
Yeah, definitely. I think for myself, the gift I would give if I were to have a children one day is the gift of life. I think, especially we've lived through pre-COVID and now COVID. I think we have taken life a bit for granted. Things like eating out, not wearing masks and all that, you know. So giving the best of life, joy and fun, I think that is something that I would like to share with the child.
True.
Yeah. Shall we move on to the next one? Would you like to have a go?
Thank you. Okay, the next question's for you. How have you changed this past year?
Okay, I think apart from my size, with all the staying at home and ordering, I think the biggest change I felt is that I've learned to be more grateful for the things I have. You know, all the challenging times and whatnot over the past 1.5 years or so, I learned to be more grateful and happy with what I have, and also I'm grateful to the people around us, you know, teachers, students, educators, learners, and also everybody out there who has been putting on a brave front and living a new norm and keeping life going despite the challenges. Yeah, so just very, very grateful for all this.
Wow, bravo. As for me, life is ever-changing. Yeah, for me, I'm very grateful that I'm still here, still COVID negative.
Yes.
You just had the test, right?
Yeah. Wow. Negative too.
Negative.
For once, we are negative.
Stay
Good
negative.
to have a negative mindset.
Educators are negative. Yeah, so the one thing that have changed probably is that I must be prepared to accept whatever things that come along. Yeah, and just on my way, I have cases of positive cases as well. Yeah, which I thought it would never happen, and it's now in my so-called own ground. Yeah, so be always prepared.
Yep. All right. Shall we move on?
Sure.
Okay. The next tag is who is the most resilient person you know, and what makes them resilient?
Sorry, what is that most resilient person? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry, because of the mask, we can't really hear properly. Yeah. If you talk about most resilient,
Yep.
Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Nelson Mandela. Yeah. He's motivated to stay in the prison for 27 years. No, how can he be motivated, right?
Yeah.
Rather,
I think
it's the
under
discipline.
different circumstances,
It's the discipline. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, Nelson Mandela. I think it's the discipline that make him a very different person. So to the students and teachers, okay, these, of course, students, more of students, you must always have that discipline, to ride against all odds. Like what the Churchill said?
Yeah, Churchill.
Success.
Yeah, Sean was going on and on about Churchill. Yeah.
The courage to press on,
Yes. Okay, for me, before I leave, just the last one, I think it's not much a person, but I think humankind is the most resilient species ever. We are not like dinosaurs, meteor hits, done, dusted.
True.
Whatever hit us, world wars, COVID, we are still here. So I think we are amazing species. Any final words?
Yes, and I want to thank the teachers who are in school, the students, you as well, and all the staff, the Halogen staff, the judges. We're putting so much effort through the years, and really 2021 is very, very tough.
Yeah.
And you guys put through. Yes.
Yep.
And so keep out the good work, guys.
Yep, keep out the
Well
good work,
done.
definitely.
Hooray!
Okay, round of applause for all the educators, and definitely thank to all the team out there and all the students for persevering through and being patient with all your educators and all that. Okay, together we can make the new norm, okay, the best life ever.
Yeah.
So that's it. Thank you, everybody. There's a short section for us. Bye-bye.
All right, and thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Ama, Mr. Scott Chu, for your sharing. All right, earlier this evening, I shared with you about the Youth Box. So in a nutshell, the Youth Box is a subscription box of goodies as part of Halogen Foundation's fundraising initiatives. So these goodies didn't come from us, it actually came from our partners and Nifty alumni. So the theme for November's box is turning ideas into reality. So as part of the November's box, you will receive a coloring book created by Jia En, Kalisa, and Jasmine from the Nifty 2020 cohort, and they are undergoing the Nifty Graduate Mentoring Program this year. So in fact, one of their mentors have already ordered a youth box to show support for them. So yes, another important part of Nifty are our corporate volunteers. They take time out from their everyday jobs to coach students in business skills. So this year, we've seen an unprecedented level of volunteering. So that is 3,221 hours by 993 corporate volunteers. So thank you so much, Halogen's corporate volunteers. So this is really a shout out for all of you. All right, before we move into the video to hear from our volunteers, I also want to make an announcement. We hear you. You want more time to read through the business ideas. We are going to extend the digital showcase to 6 p.m. tomorrow. So voting for the most investable idea is until 6 p.m. tomorrow. So take your chance. So in the next video, we will be hearing from our top 10 volunteers who have spent the most number of hours with us in Halogen this year. Let's watch.
Halogen is extraordinary, and so was my experience with them for the past year. I was given the opportunity to dive back into the creative and imaginative worlds of Nifty students. And with that, thank you Halogen, and cheers.
Halogen in Singapore is a fantastic example of a not-for-profit which is indeed inspiring and influencing young people. As a volunteer of the Nifty program, it was so enjoyable meeting youth across schools and listening to their business ideas. Whether they were cheeky, timid, or simply overwhelmed by life's challenges, it was rewarding for me to get the chance to coach these extraordinary Sec 3 and level students as they progressed a business idea and created a slide deck. Thank you, Halogen, for this opportunity.
Halogen is an amazing organization that brings people together for a common purpose: to connect, to learn, and to grow together. Hi, my name is Nelson. I'm from Salesforce.com, and thank you, Halogen, for this beautiful token of appreciation. It has been a truly rewarding journey for me volunteering with Halogen, to learn from the Halogen team, learn from fellow volunteers, and most amazingly, learn from the youth that I have the opportunity to work with. Now, working with the youth has helped me to learn and understand that we all need encouragement to have a curious mindset, imagination, and creativity, even at work as well. Thank you so much.
Halogen is an incredible organization that focuses its resources, engages the community, and provides hope, tools, and a path forward for young people across Singapore. Thank you so much for this token of appreciation for the volunteer work over the last year. I look forward to continuing to contribute to the foundation and the development of young people in the years ahead.
Halogen is providing an amazing opportunity to young Singaporeans to find mentors at such an early age. It is also very rewarding for volunteers like me to coach young people. Thank you, Halogen, for providing me with this opportunity. It has been a very rewarding journey for me. I am glad that I've been able to share my experience and career journey with young Singaporeans. At the same time, I also believe I've learned so much through these sessions from the students, from my Halogen team members, as well as from other Halogen volunteers. Thanks again.
Halogen is a firm believer that every young person has an innate potential to influence and lead, and this belief writes beautifully with the NYEC program with its experiential approach towards teaching students about business fundamentals, developing their entrepreneurial mindset, and building their confidence. Personally, the NYEC program gave me the opportunity to work and interact with much younger people whose dreams and visions are no different from other students from elite schools. They too wish to be empowered to create a better future for themselves, and my sole purpose is to facilitate that wish. Thank you, Halogen, for the token of appreciation, and the lighthouse here analogy is such a powerful message to corporate volunteers. Thank you.
Halogen is nurturing. As a new father, learn from our founding father, the Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew once said, "If Singapore is a nanny state, then I'm proud to have fostered one. Together, we'll be able to continue his legacy by nurturing and taking care of the future of our children for many generations to come." Thank you for this recognition, and I will always stand with Singapore youth.
Halogen is a platform that provides opportunity and guidance to young minds so that they can have a more secure future. I've had an extremely fruitful journey so far, where I've had the opportunity to coach these young minds about entrepreneurship and to see life from their perspective. I'm extremely grateful to the team at Halogen to provide me with such an amazing opportunity, and I hope to get more deeply involved with the foundation in the coming months. Thank you.
And a huge shout out to our corporate volunteers and all those who have volunteered with us in one way or another all this while. Thank you very, very much. We have actually set up a Padlet that you can drop in your appreciation for our volunteers, encouragement to our finalists, or anything you want to share about the Nifty program. So the link is on the screen, so do leave your messages on the Padlet tonight. Now, Nifty is also supported by corporate partners who fund the program and engage their staff as business coaches for our students. So similarly, we have dropped some appreciation gifts for our corporate partners to round up the year, and now let's hear from our partners. Let's watch.
Intelligent Foundation is a great partner that UK Singapore EMS have been partnering over the past 4 years. We were fortunate to be able to partner with some of you and youths from the different schools in Singapore towards this journey. Tonight, I would like to congratulate all of you. Each of you are a winner in your league of faith. All the best to your future endeavors. And UK Singapore 6
Hi everyone, this is Andy from HubSpot Asia. First of all, I'd like to say that we really love this very meaningful gift from Halogen. Thank you so much for everything that you have done for the youth community in Singapore, and thanks for having us being part of the Nifty program. And lastly, I want to give a shout out to the Halogen team for putting all this together. I know it's not easy, but you guys have done such an incredible job for the youth community in Singapore. So once again, thank you so much for having us, and we hope to be more involved in the future as well. See you guys. Thank you.
Hello. Halogen Foundation is a leading youth sector organization that's making a big difference to our community. We at City Singapore are pleased to be part of the Nifty program, one that empowers young people and helps them pursue their dreams and passions. To the participants, I say be bold, dare to be different, and pursue your aspirations. City is proud to partner Halogen Foundation and in enabling growth and progress in our community. Thank you, Halogen, for this recognition, and thank you for the partnership.
Halogen is a place filled with bright ideas. The Nifty program is a platform for the youth to discover themselves, and we at Total Energies are glad that we have the opportunities to mentor the youth. To the youth, always believe in yourself and never stop trying. Life is full of possibilities. I would like to end with a congratulatory note to the Halogen Foundation team and the youth for successfully completing the program. Thank you.
Halogen is one of the most forward-thinking and innovative non-profits I've worked with. Hi, I'm Geraldine and I'm from Oracle. I really enjoy bringing my colleagues together to guide youth in their journey of self-discovery and meeting their full potential. Often, our biggest enemy is ourselves, and once we put aside the obstacles we have in our minds, the sky is the limit.
Halogen is a wonderful partner that our team at Credit Suisse has had the pleasure to work with for the past 6 years. We are very proud of all the students who have completed the Nifty program despite the volatility we've experienced this year. Congratulations! All your hard work has paid off, and we hope you continue to be resilient in life.
Congratulations to all participants of the Nifty program. I applaud your courage in being part of this impactful program and wish you the very best as you continue the journey ahead with your entrepreneurship and your heart for the community to make that greater impact. National Council of Social Service is also proud to be an organization supporting the Halogen Foundation in all its impactful programs for the youth of our nation. Thank you.
Thank you, corporate partners. It has been our pleasure to have your support for the program, and we hope to have that for the many, many years to come. Right, so we are nearing the end of the event today, and you can see our judges are back on the stage. Alright, so now we will soon have the results, but before that, I would like to invite our judges to say a few words as an encouragement to our finalists. So as a representative, may I invite Veronica to give some words for our finalists.
Thank you very much. I'd just like to say thank you to all the competitors for sharing their wonderful ideas with us, and really well done on the presentations. We saw a lot of enthusiasm and ideas with fantastic potential, so it was very difficult for us to choose the top 3, but we would like to say well done to everyone, and make sure you stick with your ideas, and hopefully we'll see their businesses coming to fruition in the future.
Alright, thank you, Veronica. Thank you, judges, for being here to celebrate our finalist journey with us. And now, I would like to invite our CEO, Ms. Ivy C, out on stage to say a few words, please. Ms. C, please.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen watching live on YouTube. To our NYEC participants, as well as the Nifty batch of 2021, Here we are, final moments before we unveil the results of the grand finale, and also, really importantly, graduate the batch of 550 of you who have spent a year-long journey in the Network for Teaching Entrepreneurship program. You know, for the Halogen team, this is our last major event for the year, and honestly, we're feeling a mixed emotions of nervousness, joy, and also a bit of relief, because it's been quite a year, hasn't it been? One thing we talk a lot about in the NIFTY program is the idea of building an entrepreneurial mindset. I think the way I see it, it's really about putting on a lens where you can see obstacles, you can also see opportunities. Thanks to this mindset that we've all held, we've made a very challenging year a really special one. So I'm pleased to share, like, this year, although there's been lots of changes, it's actually our record year in engaging the highest amount of corporate volunteers through this program. For the NIFTY youth, the NIFTY graduates, you've met 15 to 20 different new volunteers from all different walks of life. And I hope that this has been an opportunity that you've also used technology to learn to play, connect, and learn. I know I've said this multiple times, we've mentioned this throughout the entire 2 hours. Can't say it enough, but we're really, really grateful for all your support in making the NIFTY experience possible. To every educator, volunteer, to the Halogen staff team too. All these little bits and pieces of time that we spend and the stories that you share really make NIFTY experience special. To the NIFTY batch of 2021, you are the true stars of this program. You've shown us that you have a lot of potential already in you. So I hope that you will continue to build an entrepreneurial mindset, keep that up, and work hard to build a strong perseverance muscle as you overcome challenges that come along the way. And I hope that this whole journey has given you new eyes to see your own potential and who you can actually become. And I'm confident you're able to exercise your influence for good to benefit the community and those around you. So remember, Winston Churchill once said, success is not final, failure is not fatal, and it is the courage to continue that counts. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Miss C. Now, I'm going to ask you to stay on stage because we would like to give a token of appreciation to our judges who have invested time and energy with the finalists this evening. So judges, I would like to remind you, your masks are already on, so you need to keep your mask on as you come out to receive your tokens. So first, we will invite Ms. Veronica Kuznetsova, Director of Innovation and Strategy from UBS. Okay, thank you, Veronica. And we have Mr. Ray Padit, founder and CEO of the Fashion Pulpit. All right, thank you, Ray. And finally, we have Ms. Winnie Chan, founder and CEO of Bind Artisan. Right, thank you, esteemed judges, and thank you, Miss C. Right. NIFTY is a program that we have been privileged to run since 2014. So in the past 7 years, we have worked with a total of 3,298 students from 32 different schools, and we have seen some amazing students activate their entrepreneurial mindsets and to build confidence for their lives after school. So now we catch up with some of them and take a look at what they are doing right now and how NIFTY has impacted their journey. Let's watch.
Hey, hello.
Hello, how have you been?
I've
been good. How about you?
Oh my gosh, I have so many things to update you.
Okay, let's go inside and talk.
Okay.
So how have you been?
I've been good. I've been schooling and all.
Oh, what school are you in now?
I'm in IT College Central, studying retail online business.
Okay.
Higher tech.
So what have you been up to, like, besides school and all that?
Oh, I've been watching Netflix.
Oh, how about sewing? Are you still doing sewing?
Yeah, I still do sewing like now and then. Then actually after the Nifty thing, Halogen actually sent me to a workshop, like a sewing workshop.
Oh.
Then I make a lot of scrunchie. Actually, I brought it along. You want to see?
Yes, I want.
Okay.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah.
Nice or not?
Nice.
Okay, I'll wear short the attire.
My Nifty idea was a customizable website for people with disability. Yeah. Last time I used to be scared of trying new things, like stepping out of my comfort zone. And then after like the Nifty journey and all, and the words of motivation from my teachers, and then the Nifty people, the Halogen people, and then the mentor from Tata Communication.
So many people.
Yeah, oh my god, there's so many people make an impact in my journey.
Right. So like, what would you tell your juniors who are going through the Nifty program right now?
I would actually tell them to not give up easily. Because if I given up easily back then, I wouldn't be here, like where am I today right now, with Halogen and all. Then also, don't focus on winning. Focus on what you're doing and why are you doing it. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing all of that with me. It's been very fun, like hearing from you again and like how you've been doing. So anyway, the Halogen team has been super curious to find out like about how the other Nifty alumni is doing. So they actually wanted me to issue you a challenge.
Huh? What challenge?
They want you to find 2 of the Nifty alumni and actually like find out how they've been doing. You think you're up for that?
That sounds interesting. Let's go find them now.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Hi, Clement.
Oh, hi.
Thanks for meeting up with me.
Anyways, I'm in school.
So what are you doing now?
I'm currently pursuing aerospace avionics.
Wow, what is it about?
I'll show you.
Okay. So Clement, tell me more about this aircraft.
This aircraft is a Learjet for aerospace avionics students to be trained on the landing gear inspection and as well as the engine compartment.
Oh, that's nice. Can we go out?
Sure, why not?
Okay. So tell me one interesting feature about this aircraft.
One interesting feature about this aircraft is modern days aircraft are using glass cockpit and it's a rare find to see analog cockpits like this nowadays.
Oh, that's interesting. I would like to find out more. Let's head outside and chat a bit more.
Sure, why not?
Hey, so I heard that you're one of the Nifty alumni. So how are you like in the past?
Oh, I'm a rebellious kid in the past.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I used to get into trouble a lot and always in the detention room.
Oh my gosh. So how did Nifty change you?
Through my Nifty journey, I'm constantly in detention, and through one detention session, my discipline master sat down with me and talked about life. And what he said was true, which makes me change for the better. And also Nifty helps me to see the outside world better and also helps me plan for the future.
Wow, that's nice. So with that new mindset, how does that help you from then until now?
With this new mindset of mine, I've been working hard myself and got into director list this year. And though there are times that I feel like giving up, but I keep persevering until the end.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, do you have encouraging words for our juniors that are going through Nifty right now?
Oh, there is. This was passed down by my secondary school teacher, which is don't blah blah come in, don't blah blah go out. Study hard and always focus in life.
Nice. Thank you for sharing about your Nifty journey.
Oh, it's been great catching up with you too.
Do you know any other alumni that I can catch up with?
I know one. I will send you the contacts later.
Okay, thank you.
Hi Daria.
Hi Anik, how have you been?
I've just completed my N-levels and now I'm working in virtual room.
Oh, what's the virtual room?
Come, let me show you.
Okay.
So virtual room, you actually get to wear this headset and play the games we offer. We usually offer escape room type of games, which will require you to wear this headset and use this controller to play.
Oh wow, that sounds so techy. So you like tech-related stuff?
Yes, I do.
I want to find out more. Let's go ahead and have a chat.
Sure.
So have you always liked tech?
I actually like tech stuff since young, but my parents didn't let me pursue tech when I was younger. So when I stepped foot in Sec 1, I actually got their approval because they felt that I was very mature and tech has a future.
Oh, so Anik, what about tech that you really like?
So about tech is not a one-time thing. Tech is always changing and evolving. So there's a lot of interesting facts about tech that I like.
So why do you want to pursue in tech?
So before Nifty, I was actually a very shy guy. So I didn't dare to go for job interviews alone. I would always drag my friend along so like they can help me ask for the applications and so on. So when I stepped into Nifty, they actually shaped me to be a more confident person by engaging lots of corporate volunteers to come and listen to us and give us advice and so on. So that was a huge confidence boost. Like after going through the whole program, I actually found that I really want to pursue tech in the future.
So with this newfound confidence, what would you like to do in the future?
So I want to like start a business and maybe pursue a career in aerospace. But my end goal is always to help the society.
What do you want to give back to the society?
So when I was younger, I actually had a sickness which required me to stay in the hospital for a long term. So during that time in the hospital, I actually met a lot of new people and new friends. Some were there temporarily because they couldn't afford the medical bills, so they had to stop the treatment and go back to their home countries. So my end goal is to always like help them and make sure whoever needs the proper treatment gets the proper treatment.
I agree with you. Anyways, thank you for sharing with me.
Thank you for coming down and having a chat.
Okay, I'll catch you again soon.
Sure, I'll bring you out.
Okay.
And that's Darira, Clemens, and Anik. So they are our Nifty alumni, and it sounds like they might have blur blur gone in, but they should never blur blur come out. Okay, and then turning our attention to our finalists today, it is awards time. While we get excited about what's next, I would like all 45 finalists to remember the results once again is not the end. There is a lot more to this journey, as you have heard from your alumni. So be proud of how the little inkling of an idea that you were so uncertain about earlier this year has blossomed to the entire Nifty and NYEC journey. So today really is a starting point. So to get us off with regards to the awards, first of all, to all of 45 finalists, you will each be receiving a $20 City Square Mall voucher courtesy of Lombard ODA Group. So congratulations to all 45 finalists. Next, we will also like to shout out in regards to the Nifty Showcase that is on our nifty.sg Instagram page. We are running the poll for the most investable idea. So please do go in there and drop your likes, because out of them we'll be picking 3 winners, and in these 3 winners they will win themselves a Sentosa Fun Pass worth $95 as well as a $50 CapitaLand voucher. So do drop your likes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we have all been waiting for. We are now moving into the award segment for the grand finale. Who will be our Global Young Entrepreneur 2021 tonight? So we'll invite once again our CEO, Miss IVC, up on stage to present the awards. Miss IVC, please. The results are in my hands. And first, we'll announce the 4th to 6th place in no particular order. Right, and can we have some drum roll? Okay, across the screen, across the room. Okay, and fourth to sixth place in no particular order, we have Muhammad Daniel bin Rosley Evergreen Secondary. Congratulations, Daniel. Alright, congratulations, Daniel. And we also have in the 4th to 6th place, Ali Supanya Baliana Putra from Serangoon Garden Secondary School. Right, well done, Baliana. And also, we do have Chan Mei from Unity Sec. She won't be here with us, but we will send the certificates and her award to her. But she's here with us virtually, so we can still give her a virtual applause, everybody. Okay. Right, thank you to our grand finalists and great job. Now, may I invite our top 3 finalists up on stage, please? Right, look at them glowing and being very anxious, anticipating what the results will be. So among the 3 of them, who will be our Global Young Entrepreneur 2021? First, we'll announce the 3rd place. If you're a 3rd place winner, you are going home with a Sentosa Fun Pass worth $95 as well as a $100 CapitaLand voucher. And the 3rd place winner is Sukaina binti Muhammad Farul Rozi from Yio Chu Kang Secondary School. A round of applause to Sukaina, please. Okay, there is our 3rd place for tonight. Alright. Good job, Sukaina. Congratulations. Now we have 2 people left on the stage, and among one of them, we are going to next announce the 2nd place. Now, the 2nd place winner is going home with a Sentosa Fun Pass worth $95 as well as a $200 CapitaLand voucher. And who will take that home? Our 2nd place winner for tonight is Ling Zexuan Nigel, Fairfield Methodist Secondary School. Nigel, congratulations! And ladies and gentlemen, that means our 1st place winner of NYEC 2021 is Cheng Kai Win, Yuhua Secondary School. Round of applause for Kevin. Congratulations, Kevin. Okay, Kevin has won himself a $105 shopping voucher sponsored by the Lombard ODA Group and a trip to New York City to represent Singapore on the Nifty Global Showcase. Alright, congratulations and well done, Kevin. Okay, well done. Round of applause to Kevin, to all winners and all finalists for tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap for Nifty Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021. Thank you for joining us on the live stream, and yes, to all of you here, thank you for also participating, cheering our finalists on. Right, so also last reminder before we end today, the voting for the most investable idea closes tomorrow at 6 p.m. and we will notify all of us of the results through email and Instagram. Okay, so that is for the most investable idea. Drop in to nifty.sg Instagram page to vote. Okay, and lastly, everybody, we would want to know how we did through this virtual event tonight. I would really like us to just scan this QR code on the screen to leave us your feedback. Okay, if there's anything you like, anything you didn't like, please let us know. And thank you once again, everybody, for joining us this evening. And you could have been at any other 11/11 live streams, but you decided to join ours. So thank you, and have a good evening, everybody. Thank you, and bye-bye. See you next year, NYEC 2022.
This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. I've got that lightning inside me, son of a god. I'm like a titan that's rising, oh, just you watch. I'm stepping into fate. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. I'm cranking up on the throttle, victory is mine. Show you the harder the battle, harder I fight. I've come too far to quit. Step back, I'm going in. I'm cranking up on the throttle. This is how